Hello everybody, my name is RedBlockss and welcome back to an old format of video. So about 10 months or so ago, we were doing a bunch of Minecraft challenges on the channel. Now these Minecraft challenges would be a bit different than your usual Minecraft speedrun. They would have a bunch more challenges that your usual Minecraft speedrun wouldn't have. So about 10 months or so ago, we were basically doing one of these challenges. This challenge in particular being the settle down speedrun in Minecraft, where you basically needed to get settled down as fast as possible in Minecraft. Now, you see, usually with these challenges, I would record them, upload them to YouTube, and you guys would enjoy them. Well, hopefully anyway. So with this challenge, yeah, basically things weren't that. So if you guys haven't watched my 1 year anniversary video, it will be linked down in the description down below. If you guys want to check it out, go ahead. But in that video, I basically mentioned that this was around the time when I was getting into Discord and things like that, and I had just made a new friend called Bass, and Basticadu, which you guys probably already know. But out of nowhere, Bass just came in and went like, yeah, you have this run? No, I'm just gonna get a better run than that, and he did. So that was the beginning of our basically full-on war with Minecraft speedruns. Yeah, it's a bit weird. But if you guys haven't seen any of that in our, like, what on earth is he talking about? Bass actually has a full-on playlist on this, so I'm actually gonna link his playlist on the top right side of the screen right now. If you guys want to check the whole thing out, you can do that. And if you guys haven't actually seen the final video of the Settle Down series, I would recommend you do that right now, just because yeah, I'm gonna spoil it right now. So basically, in the last last Settle Down run, Bass got an absolutely insane time, getting like, I'm pretty sure 11 minutes and 55 seconds. And yeah, that basically blew my, I believe, 13 minutes or 17-minute run out of the water. So I decided that I wanted to get away from the settle down speedruns just for a bit until I come back later, and well, basically this is the time, because I think both me and Bass have grown as players, so I think I can do that relatively easily if I try right now. So yeah, basically that's it. So before I get into the run itself, I'm gonna show you guys a couple of things. So I'm gonna press this button on right here. So as you can see, there's a bit of text on the screen on the top right hand side, and basically what that means is, of course I'm not gonna get this down on the first attempt, right? So yeah, I'm basically gonna be doing these runs by myself, but the run number will always be on the top right hand side. So basically, if I get the proper run, and when we do the voiceover, you guys can see what number of run I was on. And yeah, I think that would make for a better run. And finally, before we get into the run itself, I want to go over the specifications of the run of the Settle Down challenge, because I think when we were doing this in the heat of things, I think it was a little bit unclear. So let me just make sure that we are all on the same page. So the Settle Down speedrun, you have 3 objectives. Objective number 1 being, you need to acquire a full iron armor with full iron tools, excluding the hoe, and you also need to get a fully functioning and fully efficient wheat farm. Now, basically, I'm gonna try to explain this right now, but if it's not clear, you can see, hopefully look at this in the run itself, and hopefully get an idea. So basically, this farm relies on 1 water source, and you need to go 4 blocks in each and every direction, that being both in diagonals and cardinals, and you basically need to fill it in. You guys will see when the run begins. And yeah, the final goal being, you need to have yourself a cow pen, which needs to have at the very least 18 fence blocks. Now the reason why we specifically need 18 is because that is the minimal size of a village cow pen, which the dimensions are 5 by 6. And both me and Bass have actually used these fences in our runs before. So I just want to make sure that even if you don't have a village, you can actually use the bare minimum. Anyways, that's it. So I'm gonna get into these runs, but for you, the run that actually got over the line will begin right now. So yeah, play the run itself. Alrighty guys, so as you guys can see, we have ourselves the run itself. So on the top right hand side, you can already see that it was the 34th attempt. Now that is half true and half lie, just because and later on, when I saw that I was getting like trash spawns like here and there, like spawning on an island and things like that, I was like, you know what? I don't think that even counts as an attempt because, well, if I get a trash seed like that, of course I'm not even going to try to play. So later on, I just started counting the runs that at least had a bit of potential, and that led us on to the 34th run. Now, just a couple of things that before I start playing the video itself. Yeah, of course we are doing this post commentary, so when I was doing the recording itself, nothing was, I was not saying anything. My microphone was muted. Now, another thing, on the top left-hand side of the screen, you can see that there's a timer. Now, that's actually I can even move around the timer if you want. So basically, we're doing this after the recording, just because I think that if we did this while doing recording, I think it would just have some unnecessary lag, and I think doing this timing live would make a lot more sense, and we could do it, like accurately, and you guys can be like if I actually did it right or not. So yeah, let the run begin. Alright, so as you can see, of course you have to make the world on camera. That's one of the things that we later on decided. Playing on easy doesn't really matter all that much, and I think that that's basically just a general rule for every single Minecraft speedrun, just because like it's a rule that you can alternate on speedrun.com, and I feel like yeah, that's one of those things. And like the thing is, if you're doing a speedrun or like challenge or whatever, the difficulty doesn't really matter unless of course you're playing on peaceful, then yes it does. But yeah, other than that, I don't really think it matters all that much. So yeah, it like the loading screen actually didn't take too much on this world, but other worlds it was taking a lot of time. So as you can see, load into the world. Now the moment we move, I'm going to be beginning the timer. So as you can see, we spawn near a desert in the plains, and there we go. The timer has begun. Alright, so I'm moving around, and I'm of course going to be going over to trees. Now like this run is gonna be okay, I'll get into it a little bit later when we are actually doing stuff like that. But yeah, not the best run, I'll be honest with you. There's a lot of inefficiencies that could have been basically done better. But when it comes down to it, it was a very well calculated run from me. Of course, I knew how much wood I needed, so that wasn't the most calculated. But yeah, in my opinion, I didn't really waste too much time on getting unnecessary resources. I'm really proud of that. So as you can see, we're getting ourselves some wood, and on the corner of my eye, I have actually noticed the village. I don't know if you guys have seen it or not, but we'll go over to it just in a bit. So yeah, I'm basically just done gathering wood, and I think it will be a lot more clear as to why we're getting this much wood. Of course, we need to get our fences and things like that. So I'm coming over to the village. Now, I just had like a village run just before this one, so I was like, it's probably not gonna have too much stuff, and I just noticed that it's abandoned, and I'm like, it's probably nothing. I'm probably gonna have to reset and things like that. But yeah, I give it a try, and things work out. So yeah, I'm gathering some food. This was a good call. Sometimes I would just not gather food, but yeah. As you can see over here, I see the blacksmith come over, and as you can see, we get ourselves the iron helmet and a iron pickaxe. Now, even though that wasn't the biggest blacksmith that there could have been, I think that it at least helped, especially since we already got ourselves the village, as like the pickaxe and things like that. So as you can see over here, I see myself some cows, and I decided that you know what would be good is, because I've actually seen in prior runs, is that the biggest thing, and you would not expect this, is like getting the cows in the pen, because usually you just aren't lucky with your cow spawns, and since I don't have the pen itself or things like that, like I'm probably not even gonna get the cows later on. So I decided to make the fence and the cows and things like that. And if you're wondering, you can count the fences if you want, but if you guys saw when I crafted them, I actually made exactly 18 fences. I have 2 left, and I'm gonna put these down after this cow is kind of cooperating with me. I mean, it wasn't the biggest time loss, and as you can see, both of them are interested in me, and I just lure them in. So yeah, as I was saying before, I got kind of distracted with the fencing and things like that. Also, just before we move on to that, as you can see, placed down the 2 fences, and that is 18 fences used. And yeah, so there we go. Coming back here, grabbing our crafting table and making some food. Now, getting the pickaxe was, in my opinion, better than getting like chest plates or pants. Of course, that would be a big help. At least I think that the pickaxe helps us get like blocks a lot faster than we would do with like a wooden pickaxe or a stone pickaxe and things like that. So I definitely think that was a better help. And now begins, dare I say, the drought. So yeah, as you can see already, I'm having some trouble finding any iron. So of course, we don't know for the settle down speedrun, if I don't get any iron, I need 37 iron off rip. And now since I did get myself the helmet and the pickaxe, I need what is that? 8 iron less than I would do, so that's 29 iron. And as you can see, we finally found our first pieces of iron. So that is 2, but I'll just be honest with you guys, and you are going to be seeing this just over the few seconds. And now that I'm gotta get into it, I of course get myself iron. But anyways, yeah, I'm kind of proud that I took the decision of not being linear with the caves, like not exploring like a certain bit here and there, and then just going like absolutely crazy mode, scavenging the most amount of iron as possible. Because as you can see over here, not had the best iron luck ever, and of course it might have been like me in the heat of the moment with the run. Like, it just felt like I was not getting as much iron as I would in a usual run. But now that I'm looking back at it, like, it's not as bad as I expected it to be. Yeah, I guess so. Anyways, as you can see, we're moving along. We have ourselves about 9 iron, about 5 minutes in or so. Now, if this was a regular run and I didn't have like literally anything, this would be absolutely horrible and I would reset. But since I do have myself the cow pen, I was like, might as well play it through. And I'll be honest with you, that is legitimately the first time I actually had myself a cow pen, and yeah, I was actually rather happy. So yeah, getting ourselves the iron was, I'll be honest, we could have gotten some better luck. Yeah, I think it would definitely help. Anyways, we're down to the like last few bits, although we are like not quite done. So as you can see, we finally got down, and as you can see, we gotta sell some diamonds. And I'll be honest with you, I saw the diamonds and I was like, you know what? Just to piss people off, I'm completely gonna ignore all of the diamonds. And the thing is, like, I don't need diamonds at all. Like getting diamonds is like more waste of time. And as you can see, we also have more diamonds over there. Yeah, our luck was pretty good on this run. Even though the iron luck could be better. Yeah, I'm just gonna talk about that over and over again. So yeah, we're down to our final bits of iron, and we gather all of that. I don't know if you guys noticed that or not. I just missed a bit of iron there. And yeah, I was doing this run during the day, and I had sunlight coming through. I thought that gold ore was also iron ore. Don't question me. Yeah, I might have some bad eyesight. Just don't question it. So yeah, as you can see, 1 iron down, and we gather 1 from here. I did not care whatsoever if I gathered any more iron than I needed to, and I decided that rather than going up through caves and things like that, it would be a better idea to basically just dig up. Since digging straight up, we can go up, we can back. At the most, we just need like about 60 blocks at most or something like that. As you can see, I get knocked off, and at the moment I'm like, wait a second, what's happening? And then I get hit again, and I thought like, okay, that's probably a skeleton. As you can see, I'm down to 2.5 hours, so that was too close for comfort. I'll be honest with you. When I was doing that, I of course didn't quite have the best idea as to what was happening. That's because a lot of things were happening at once. Like, I had the first great luck ever. I just had made my first cabin ever. Had decent iron luck, I'll be honest with you. So yeah, I just couldn't notice. But if I had died there, I'm pretty sure the run would have been dead. So thank God that I was able to recover. But I decided that I really want to eat up right here, because even if gravel falls on me right now, like if it's like 7 or 8 blocks of gravel, I am legitimately going to die. So good call by me. And I'm going to be spawning it. I did not get crushed by gravel. But yeah, I think that was a good call. So as you can see, coming up, basically now, I forgot to mention this. I was going to be mentioning this, but a lot of topics just came up that I had to mention. That I actually did remember to grab like the two blacksmith furnaces, which I'll be honest with you, I'm usually the one who completely forgets to gather those. So I'm really happy that I at least was capable to remember those. But as you can see, coming up to the surface, no time wasted. Get straight into smelting. And also I of course did do some math for the coal because I did not want to grab any unnecessary coal. So as you can see, I'm not gonna waste any time and do some task overlapping. And by this point, all of my inventories and my computer was like, yeah, you gotta go super fast? Maybe not. Let's slow you down for absolutely no reason at all. Yeah, that's definitely cool. So yeah, I'm making my bucket and my hoe because while this iron is cooking, I can definitely get my farm done. Now, if you're confused, I'm scavenging for some land where it's kind of flat and I don't need to like dig up a bunch of dirt to just make this farm. So yeah, as you can see, if you guys were confused with my description of the farm before, you go 4 in every single direction, and yeah, basically that is that. So as you can see, we went 4 in every cardinal direction, then we are going in 4 in every diagonal direction. Grab some dirt, and yeah, it wasn't the best place to make the farm. I'll be honest with you guys. I could have picked. Honestly, I don't know if I could have picked anything because it. Okay, actually, now that I look at it, there's a bunch of places that I could have picked, but you know what? It doesn't matter. It was in the heat of the moment, and I can blame every single thing on that. So I just noticed that I need a bunch of dirt, so I come over for a shovel. But I decided that I might as well make all of my tools right here. So as you can see, made all of my tools. I'm not going to be checking that back on that. So yeah, you guys can check all that there, right and there. I also decided to make some boots because since I had like the 4 irons left over. So by this point, I'm at the 10-minute mark. I'm kind of freaking out because I thought that I had like a bunch of time, like not what I was doing it because of course I was checking around like every single second that I could. Yeah, so I was kind of panicking, but not quite. I'll be honest. So yeah, as you can see, there's a bit more what you call it, jittery clicks right there. So that's an interesting look back after you're done with the run. So anyways, we're basically done with the farm now. I'm basically filling it in. Now I actually, oh my god, I forgot to mention this. I'm probably gonna put this in the editing, but you do need to place down a wheat seed in the farm. Okay, that is an important part that I forgot to mention. And that is a part of the rules. You need to have 1 wheat seed in the farm. Okay, so also I have the timer grabbed. So yeah, we're down to the 11-minute mark. I just have a few seconds left. Make the rest bit of my armor. I have the spider, and I'm like, no sir, you're not going to be doing this. I'm gonna make my armor and then put it on. But then I kind of half forget that I do need the wheat seed. Again, we do need the wheat seed. That is an important part of the run. I stop and then I remember like, oh no. I'm not about to let this run slip just for me making a mistake or something like that. So I'll run over, grab some seed, and I'll be honest, if I didn't have good seed luck, I would have been rolled. But come over here, switch some bits out, and as soon as I place it in, 11:43. 49 seconds, it is the final time. So yeah, that's basically gonna do it for today's video, guys. I really hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to hit the like button. If you guys want to stick around for more videos of these challenges and more videos by me in general, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications. But as you guys are just going to see, I am going to do a cheat check just to make sure that yeah, I didn't cheat or anything like that. But yeah, guys, that's gonna do it for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. And I'll wait for till that. And yeah, see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.